Okay, so I'm doing arrows?
Yeah.
Yay. What's your name?
My name is Josh Schoenstall.
Josh, what is this game?
It's a color picker platformer. So basically, you have to get the blue gem, and the levels will rise as they're sinking. If you don't get the gem, then you'll eventually sink into the lava. But if you get the red gem, then you die, like you just did there.
That was red?
Well, it was red originally, but the hues of the entire game are cycling over time. So it's kind of about your ability to recognize the relative color rather than the absolute color. So it's like most people have like the ability to, like if you think of music, most people have relative pitch, so they can tell like the difference between two notes, but they can't tell like if someone plays like a C, you can't recognize that it's a C. But with color, it's like that's blue. You see it and it's blue. But if you change it, it's a lot harder to say like that was blue when it was in the original color, but changed keys or hues in this case. It's
So what am I trying to do here?
so what you're trying to do is collect the blue gem.
Okay. I got the blue one. Now what?
Now you get the blue one again.
I can do that. Now what?
Just keep getting that same gem, but now it's a purple gem, and now it's a red gem. Or I guess, yeah, it gets a little confusing. It turns out that people aren't very good at identifying relative colors.
Why did you make this game?
Thought it would be interesting. I like making games about tension, and when we heard the prompt, we were kind of thinking about sort of a less.
I knew that was the wrong one.
Yeah, and before we even came, we kind of knew we wanted to play with hues and chromatic aberration. Just I'd been messing with those kind of technically before, and so it was something interesting to do in that sense. And while we were brainstorming, we just thought this would be pretty interesting. Before this, we had made another game that was about typing words with scrambling on the inside. So it's just kind of like another experiment in like how your mind can be kind of tricked by what you see or what you're used to.
And you chose to make. I mean, it looks very simple. That's a choice?
Yeah, I mean, as far as the art assets, those were made by Ian, so a lot of that was his choice.
I learned that I can draw things other than robots and cityscapes, so that was fun to do, a good change of pace.
As far as like the level of detail, it is kind of important with the effect. You know, you want some variations so that you can sort of notice the hues changing and have like points of reference, but you also want to have not too much chaos or too much going on.
This game really hurts my mind. It's really hard.
Yeah, it is really hard. We were actually talking about making it harder, but after playing, just the challenge of identifying the correct gem is pretty tough.
I don't think we really knew how to do anything small until we did the Global Game Jam. And the first one we did, our idea was way too big. And I think we learned pretty quickly after that that if you actually want to finish something, you really have to boil it down to one key idea. Like the game that we first tried to make when we met in high school is actually about 100 times bigger than anything we've actually finished since. But we were so naive, we didn't realize it at the time. And it's a lot more fun to just finish something and get it out there and have people play it than to like toil away for months or years on, yeah.
How have people reacted to this game?
Some people seem to get it really well, and some people have a hard time. I think a lot of it has to do with like how familiar you are with colors, or maybe just certain people are more apt at this kind of thing. I'm not really sure. It's sort of an experiment. We're kind of figuring it out as we go.
It's like a science experiment. You could actually be collecting data with this thing.
Yeah, it is kind of like a little science experiment as a game.
Oh my lord, wow, why did you do this? So, why, no, God. All right. I get it now. I want to turn the camera on you.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you guys want to sit together?
Yeah, we should probably have.
Okay, yeah, please do. And then let me do that.